See something like
they might,
Shadow Shaman come out here?
They might just go like, as long as they play fast pace, I think that is the most important thing for Liquid.
It just wasn't enough, and now Fada, well, contest for the top rune. Kuro wants to go for it. The 4-minute rune will spawn up, and Fada's actually going to take it. Kuro doesn't have anything to blink out to, and he doesn't have his level 6 up just yet, and Profit, they're TPing in. They're looking for this kill on Kuro, but he gets in range of the creep wave. So Mind Control will rotate off the top lane, but it's actually bottom lane where the charge of mid T-Rex is so low. He'll be the first blood. MVP. They will claim it. This aggro lane will finally.
And because of this, Liquid are going to try to rotate top instead.
But they're going to find him.
I don't.
That's a level 3 score, sir. They're going to fight through. So Sunstrike's going to give him the extra damage.
Nice
and the Wrath of Nature, MP's regeneration, it will not be enough. Then you're right, that really took everything.
Kill heavy. Oh,
real trouble. Sunstrike, this time it will actually connect Kuro. He can blink away to the back line. Mind Control gets the sprout up. Kuro, he can't get out with the sapling dagger. Yes, he can. He's in the tree line. Baby now being cold snapped up. The rest of Liquid focusing on the Juggernaut. There's nothing Dubu can do apart from trying to attempt to body block this out. But now he takes the damage as Team Liquid. Is it too deep? You're going underneath the tier 2 towers. Kuro slowing up G-Rex. He doesn't have Snowball. The damage from the tower is going to be too much. He very fast. He'll stay alive, but Kuro back in for the fight. Living armor cannot protect him. Kuro was able to penetrate it. Now the Doom will also come in. Fada, that's not the ones you want to see die for Team Liquid fans. Mind Control sprouts up, but he's locked himself in with the Doombringer. Kuro's right behind another Stifling Dagger. Slow him up. The tree is trying to come up to body block in, but they will not be there in time. Kuro will take the double goal, the MVP heroes. And MVP now try and keep this momentum going. They smoke up, and they're chasing the one hero they haven't killed off yet. It's Matumberman on the bottom lane with a follow-up spin. You got help coming in from T-Rex. The Snowball Protect will be there. Febby taking too much damage from the tower. We need to kill him off. The healing wall will be dropping. And Matumberman, he's slow. Dubu's trying to finish the job. Kuro jumps back in for the call down. They're going to get revenge. Kuro, bottle is up. Can he actually find the kill? The Sunstrike, he dodges it by turning back in to attack T-Rex. And the healing...
2-for-1 trade on that one.
They're getting really aggressive up here on the top lane, Team Liquid. They brought Kuro up here, and because of that, now MVP again. They seem to be reading Liquid's movements really well and just attacking wherever it's a little bit weaker. Fada, not really in a great position to defend against MVP. But then again, they're going to go top. Yeah, okay. They commit the Kuro ulti as well. The tree and block combining it up with the lead seed. They just can't run out, and he's even walking into the Sunstrike. So if he did manage to break free, he was still
getting those levels. And now, what I was going to get... Oh, wait a second, Febby. Pretty awkward position here.
He's already used his... okay, he doesn't have a way out. He doesn't have a culling blade. He'll break free now, but Febby... down for the count, and middle lane as well. They go over on Dubu. The TP support's on the way, but this is just kill after kill, and MP, what are you going to do? He ends up committing into that Infernal Blade. A lot of dot damage on the T-Rex, and then the Cycling Dagger, but now again, MVP too deep, underneath the call out. Kuro will fight the distance, but no! You'll actually have the Wrath of Nature kick through and take out the PA, and Team Liquid getting kill after kill, and MVP's aggression slapping them back in the face, and Team Liquid, they're looking good. For Rev tries to actually grab something that
can go for it, they will.
Interesting item choice coming up from Fada. It looks like he's building in for a Rod of Atos. Kuro, okay,
weird position.
This is the big smoke, and Kuro needs to get back out, but they stun him up completely. And Kuro, yeah, he will go down. But Thompson took the rest of the MVP attack, but they just don't have enough to kill him off. But Thompson just kites out perfectly with the help of the rest of Team Liquid. MVP smoking. They still have a resummon. But Team Liquid are not giving an opportunity for MVP. If MVP are going to go, they have to jump in deep, and this will bring him in range with the cooldown, not to mention the rest of the ultimate. Kuro's controlled, that bear, it will go down to the Wrath of Nature. The cooldown hooks to the top of MP. He's going to drop. Febby is spinning himself into the flash cannon. Damage from a Tumberman was carrying on past. He needs to drop with the finds the kill as Dubu locked inside the icy shards. Kuro just cannot attack in. He's got his double damage room, but he's got no team left.
And MP just way too conservative with his Scorched Earth there. He waited with using it until he had like 400 health and made for an easy burst kill. They get the bear a second time over. This is 2 lanes of racks.
It is.
I don't see MVP being able to fight mid. I mean, Kuro can try, but good luck jumping into that team.
Yeah, the second he jumps in, the Force Spirits focus him. He loses most of that armor. Now, do they give a little bit of respect here to MVP? Do they back up? All 5 players are back up for MVP. They get the sprout over on Febby. They has damage. Mind Control pumping out just a physical damage. Ripping through the Juggernaut. Spin does not protect in this game. In fact, it almost hinders the Juggernaut more. And Kuro, like, you can't stay on the back line any further. Cycling Dagger's doing nothing. They do more Matumbermans. They don't at least have to deal with the call down, but they need to find a way to capitalize here, MVP, if they're going to keep themselves alive in this game. But they sprout up. There's a jump forward for Rev there. But he's basically a bear doing absolutely nothing. No cause. Kuro is down, and GG. The call will come down. Team Liquid, they took 2 critical fights against MVP, and after that, it was just a means to an end. MVP will lose game 1, an advantage round, a good start, but they just couldn't hold momentum since.
Yeah, there were a couple of moments in that game that, you know, when the draft is like this and Liquid have obviously a lineup they're extremely comfortable with, they have great fighting potential, they have an offlane prophet like the panel pointed out that can join the fights. It's so important for MVP that not only do they get a good start in the lanes, but they also need to transition into meaningful items